My sister demanded $185,000 from my retirement to save her house. When I said no, my dad texted, "Pay her debt or you're disowned." Before midnight, I closed every joint account and left for good. I've spent the last 10 years working 70-hour weeks as a corporate auditor while my younger sister Emma lived out her delusion of being a luxury lifestyle influencer. I missed family vacations, birthdays, and my entire 20s to build a bulletproof retirement portfolio. Meanwhile, Emma took out a second mortgage on a house she couldn't afford to fund trips to Bali and lease a Range Rover. Yesterday, the financial guillotine finally dropped. Emma was officially facing foreclosure. She needed exactly $85,000 by Friday to save her house and clear the immediate legal liens. She didn't ask me for help. She summoned me to our dad's house. Emma sat on the living room couch, dabbing her eyes with a tissue, while Dad stood over her like a bodyguard. "She needs the money, Mark," my dad said, arms crossed, avoiding my eyes. "You have over $500,000 in your retirement accounts. You can take the early withdrawal penalty. It's what families do." I stared at him, genuinely waiting for the punchline. "I'm not gutting my future and paying a massive tax penalty because Emma wanted to fly first class to Dubai." The answer is absolutely no. Emma instantly turned vicious. "It's a loan, you selfish prick." "I'll pay you back." "With what?" I asked calmly. "Your zero revenue blog?" "No, you dug this hole. You sit in it." I turned and walked out the front door. I thought that was the end of the argument. I was dead wrong. 2 hours later, my phone buzzed on my kitchen counter. It was a text from my dad. "Your sister is family. You pay her debt by tomorrow morning or you are officially disowned. Don't bother coming to Thanksgiving. Don't call me. You're dead to us." I sat in the dark reading those words over and over. My chest was tight, but it wasn't from heartbreak. It was the icy, terrifying rush of absolute clarity. They didn't just view me as a walking ATM. They felt entitled to the sweat off my back. But my dad, in his blind rage to protect his golden child, had forgotten one massive, glaring legal detail. When Dad's hardware business almost went completely under 5 years ago, his credit was utterly destroyed. To save him, I co-signed on absolutely everything. My name was primary on his 2 business checking accounts. I was the personal guarantor on the $150,000 line of credit keeping his warehouse afloat. And worst of all for him, I was the sole contributor to a joint high-yield savings account I'd been quietly pumping money into for his eventual retirement. He wanted to disown me? Fine. I accepted his terms. It was 9 p.m. I opened my laptop and went to work. First, I logged into that joint savings account. There was $82,000 sitting in there, every single cent deposited from my paychecks. I transferred it completely into my private sole proprietorship account. Next, I logged into the commercial banking portal. As the primary account holder, I executed a hard legal freeze on the business line of credit. Finally, I submitted the paperwork to revoke my status as personal guarantor on his business accounts. This would trigger an automatic collateral review by the bank. Without my immaculate credit score backing him, his business loans would be called in within 30 days. I didn't argue. I didn't send an angry paragraph back. I just systematically severed the financial arteries keeping his life afloat. At 11:45 p.m., I packed a suitcase, booked a flight out of state, and blocked both of their numbers on everything. The absolute meltdown started this morning. I got a frantic email from my uncle. Dad had tried to wire Emma money from the business line of credit to stop her foreclosure. The bank denied it. Panicked. He checked the joint savings and saw a balance of exactly 0. He had traded his entire financial safety net for a daughter who was dragging them both down. He wanted to disown me to protect her. Now they get to hit rock bottom together. And my retirement, it's sitting entirely untouched.